monitor is like by itself, it's already like it acts as two monitors because there's just so much like you do so much on
you
it
have
at
too much
once.
space, yeah.
Yeah. When I'm not doing,
Gotcha.
obviously, when we're doing the game, I used Roll20 as like a huge format, and it's like, it's amazing. I love it. So,
Okay, we're back. Hey, what's up?
hi.
Hi.
We were having a conversation. You weren't invited.
Yeah,
Howdy.
you're telling people about your goddamn single big monitor
244
again.
monitors.
Yeah. Well, Maggie's excited about it. Who makes that one, Maggie?
There's a bunch of different ones that you can
Oh,
get.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
You're just
I
saying
know.
it's new technologies.
I really want to get a triple monitor set up. All right, anyway, we're back. Hour 3. Let's continue as Thonk walks into the bar, and the song had just finished, I think you said?
He was about to start another song because one, he wasn't happy with the prior performance and just finished like tuning the piano again to see if it's any better.
So,
he rolled an 8 for that tuning, so it's not any better, maybe even worse this time around, but that doesn't matter. So
you hear...
you and Grommen both see each other. Grommen notices you immediately after you notice Grommen. And,
Do I see Rye or is it just Thonk?
No, it's just me.
Just Thonk. Rye is outside.
Just Thonk. Okay.
So you...
I am like super happy, and as soon as I see Thonk, I look at Otto and I look at Thonk, and I'm like, everyone. And I go over. I start walking over to Thonk.
Did Otto has no idea?
I acknowledge Grommen. You know, he's been saying this all morning.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I figured.
Yeah, everyone,
So
all right.
you what you hear is like a very slow but very loud like as I'm like pushing through the crowd up to where you are and just like
There's no crowd.
yeah, all right, pushing through the nobody and it's a single like half orc is clapping but very loudly and slowly. Noticing Grommen is eagerly approaching. That concerns me right away. But I'm going up to Otto as well. I'm basically getting your attention.
I don't turn to look immediately. I just sit there, you know, kind of. I'm blaming the piano at this point, so I'm just sort of finagling with things like, what is wrong with this instrument? And I'm like, oh, thank you. Yeah, enjoyed it, huh?
I get close enough to where I can touch you, and I just reach out and just grab you. It's like pull you from tuning the piano.
He's wearing clothing now, but you can tell that it's
Misfitting.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna like hold you. I just like pull you off the piano, like put you on your feet, and I want to look you into the eyes for a minute and just see how you're doing, basically.
Yeah. Oh, hey, where's Rye?
Why?
I want to know where she is.
Just like last time.
Well, I mean, I've wanted to know where she was in the past. Yeah.
What are you gonna do if you see Rye?
Ask what? Why are you interrogating me? Where is she?
You're telling me your memory's gone, then?
Well, not all of it. I was very cold a little while ago.
Do you not remember attacking Rye?
What?
I turn. I'm assuming Grommen is like right over my shoulder, just like, yeah.
As soon as you turn around, Grommen gives you a hug.
Oh god.
And he like lifts you in the air, and you gotta remember, like Thonk is not small either, but he's not as big as Grommen.
No, he's not as big as
Grommen, like,
Grommen.
spins you around. He's like, we are all together again.
Except for Rye, Grommen.
Oh yeah. And Grommen like he goes from like a smile to not such a big smile, but he's like trying to hide it.
Yeah. Well, where is she, Thonk?
Grommen's like, yeah, where is she? Thonk.
Thank God Grommen is garbage at hide like deception. The problem is like I can't tell if Otto wants to murder Rye. Well, at least one of you is still not back to normal. Otto, do you know what happened back at the castle?
A lot of shit.
Otto,
how did we get here?
I like cut to the chase and I get really close to you. The Fae. How do you feel about the Fae?
What Fae?
Oh my god. Your lover.
Off in the meta real quick. Am I like totally wiped or
I am not mandating you to be by any means. If you choose to play it that way, that is perfectly fine with me.
Okay.
It sounds like from the way that you want to play it, that's fine. I would have it be like a haze, like a dream. It's already half forgotten. Maybe some of the details are now remembered wrong.
Okay. There was a. Oh yeah, the thing in the cave.
Yes, the thing in the cave, Otto.
It was lovely.
Stay here, both of you. and Thonk like heads and walks out of the bar. Yeah, fuck
Grommen's
it.
still holding you though.
Put me
So
down,
you're not
Grommen.
gonna- Grommen's like, but we must be together.
Down, Grommen, now.
No,
Wisdom save.
I need to make a wisdom save.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is great.
Awesome.
-1.
So you just like you see my eyes flash, and it would a deep booming voice. And you see down, as in I'm using the
Grommen puts you down then.
yeah, it's the command spell. You put me down,
He's like, but.
and I walk out.
Oh, you didn't say release, so Grommen keeps hugging. No, I'm just kidding.
God damn it! I walk out, immediately go to Rye, where I'm assuming Rye is close by.
Yeah, right in the same spot you left there
Okay.
on the wall.
So I walk over to you. Grommen is definitely still under. Otto, I can't tell.
I mean, there's one way to find out.
Grommen will attack you.
I thought only Anno wanted to kill me.
With the way Grommen was speaking, Grommen seems eager to get his hands on you, Rye.
Oh, for fuck's sake! what?
Cleric or wizard. That's what we need. And
Is
money.
that-
Cleric.
church? I've got money.
She pulls out the gold clump,
Oh yeah, the nugget. Yes.
the nugget.
That's right. I don't know. I haven't looked.
It's ironic, don't you think?
What? After you get it fixed, you have to get rid of it?
No, I mean, like, you're a cleric, but we have to find a cleric.
I'm not as astute as some others. As studied.
Okay, well, what do you want me to do?
Find a
can't go in.
cleric. We need to find a cleric.
All right, now?
Unless you want to see Grommen again and get murdered in the process.
Okay, well, all right, stay here then, and I'll find a cleric.
I'll make sure they won't leave the tavern.
Rai just jogs off to find a city guard or something.
Certainly, yeah, you easily are able to, if it's city guards what you're looking for, you easily are able to find one.
Cool. Rai tries to pay him a couple of coins for his time to find out if there's a cleric nearby.
I mean, there are like a few small temples inside the city. Most of the gods that are being prayed to are like gods of like weather and cold and ice and stuff like that. So one of the ones that would stand out is Talos. I mean, while he is an evil god, there is a temple to him here because you always want to pay homage to the Lord of Storms, lest he wipe out your city with one of his fits of rage.
Who
You
is
know what
this?
I mean? Talos.
Talos, yeah.
So that's the biggest temple that you can get your hands on. It's smaller than the original one, but you do find out that there is a temple of Timora here as well, but not the one that you were at beforehand, like an actual temple of Timora in the city as well. And when you hear that, you kind of like something flares up inside of you. Like you feel that urge that you were feeling just earlier today. Kind of like drawing you to that one, but
Cool. Yeah, I mean, Rai just immediately asks for like the vague directions to the Temple of Amora and kind of like jogs on over there.
sure. So for the temple, and they give you the directions, and you are able to find your way over that way. There would be another god as well. Sorry, just make sure I make note of it. It's Auril. Auril is goddess of like cold and frostweed and all that stuff. So that would be another deity that would be mentioned here. So anyways, you would find directions over to the Temple of Timora. This is an actual building for Timora, not just like some sad little shrine. And you go walking in, and like, because the doors are easily going or whatever. The shrine is kind of small, so there's only one person attending the shrine here. But it's much bigger in the sense that a lot of people can come and pray. Sermons would actually be given, stuff like that, for Lady Luck. Because again, a lot of people come to these outreaches to the city to try to like turn their luck around. You know what I mean? To like try a different life, because whatever life that they left just wasn't working out for one reason or another. So you come here and you can tell that the person that's up front, they like, you can tell by like the scars in the face, missing a chunk of like their ear and stuff like that. The man that's up there, scars in the face, missing like a chunk of his ear. The hobble that he walks with. Clearly, he had a bit of a sordid life before he was brought to, be a member of the Cloth for Timora. So you come in, there are a few other people that are here praying of various sorts, and that person up front that's kind of like giving a bit of a sermon. I assume you wait until it is done.
Yeah, Rai like kind of like she stands off to the side and she like takes her hood down as like to be respectful, and she just kind of waits for this sermon to be. She makes sure that like she's caught his eye.
Yep.
She just loiters around.
Absolutely. Do you like grab a seat somewhere, or do you just kind of like stand in the corner off to the back and just like respectfully out of the way?
She just stands out of the way.
Yep, certainly. So you catch their eye at some point, like when they're kind of like doing one of those look arounds, and you make that slight eye contact that happens. You give like a nod, like, and they finish the sermon. Most of it is done in, again, the language that you don't know, but every once in a while, like he'll repeat certain parts in like 2 or 3 different tongues, like important parts, and so you will catch some of it. Whether it be common or otherwise, you will catch what it is that parts are about. But whatever, the sermon eventually comes to a finish, and he will, after doing his post-sermon crap, make his way over to you and say, may the lady smile upon you.
Immediately,
Smile upon you, sorry.
Immediately, like Rai kind of like asks in common if he speaks Damarian.
And it's one of those like me answering, "Do you speak Spanish?" I'd be like, "Un poco," you know what I mean? It's like I know a handful of words and all of the cusses. You know what I mean? So, so not really.
Okay. Is there like any kind of like writing anywhere in this temple?
Yeah. There's, whether it be like a bit of stained glass, not the actual windows being stained glass, because they just get broken. Whether it be like stained glass kind of like hung up on the inside on the walls, or like little things hung up around. There are bits of scripture about.
Okay.
And then obviously there's books up by the actual shrine itself, which is, of course, since you came in, you felt like a draw to go to the shrine. But you
Rai like asks, like she motions for like a quill and paper.
He nods to that and makes his way over to like, kind of leads you back to like the back part of the tavern, and looks at you like and says, "Is everything okay?" But again, like half in common, half in Damaran,
Rai just kind of like nods, and then
as he leads you back there, and you walk past the shrine to the spot where like past the altar to the spot where like he's pulling out paper for you to utilize. You feel that drawing, same as you did beforehand, to reach for that stone, and he pulls out the parchment and the ink in the ink well and puts it on a table or whatever for you.
Is this the stone in my bag, or is it like a different stone?
You imagine you feel that same drawing happening as you did before.
Okay. Is there anything particular? Am I being drawn to put the stone on the shrine again?
Same as you did before, yes.
Okay. So Rai like grabs one of the nearby books, and kind of flips it open, and by reading the select word she wants, she then structures a sentence, in the priest's language, and it loosely reads as, "My friend is enchanted. Can I pay you to cure him?"
They write back, in his own script. Yeah, yes, that may be done depending on the enchantments. What is it that ails your friend?
Rai writes a Fae and kind of passes it back.
He wants to kill me.
Kind of thinks for a minute and then scribbles on there. You may be in luck. And
I just
so,
puts a smiley face.
it does say he does say that there are powerful magics. So he writes down there are powerful magics that could be done to break the spell. There are more natural remedies to handle it as well. Phase magic lie within the power of nature, and so there's a concoction that you can make that will weaken the enchantment so it's more easily broken. It is a poisonous concoction that's comprised of various rotting or dead or decaying like fruits and stuff like that. Things that might be difficult to get your hands on since they're usually thrown away as opposed to sold.
Okay. I kind of like writes again on the paper, like, so you can't help? Sad face?
Emoticon? Did you use like emoticon on this
Yeah,
parchment?
2 months.
So you he says, I can, but you will have to go and collect these things. And
Oh, the grand old collection quest.
don't worry, Maggie, I hate collection quests. It'll literally be he writes a list for you and you go and spend money.
Yeah. Right, like
Time
asks him.
passes.
All right, asks him for a list.
Nods and grabs a fresh piece of parchment and writes out a list of various different things. And then at the bottom of the list, kind of like hesitates and then writes one more thing and circles it and says, this might be the difficult one to get. This will be your expensive one. Gesturing to the rest of it, writing on the previous paper, but gestures on the rest of it, writes, the others, you might just have to convince the shopkeep to give you or to hold on to if they until it expires or whatever, until you come by and collect it. But the rest of this one ingredient is actually pricey. It's like a type of root.
Okay. Right is kind of like nods and like thanks him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like Rai just goes over to the shrine
Mm-hmm.
and just grabs the stone.
Mm-hmm. You do this very conspicuously, very very open.
Yeah.
Just gonna go over it and just kind of like plop it on top of the shrine.
Yeah.
Watching you do this, the priest watches you do this and just stands back and just watches curiously.
All right.
Do you do anything else?
Do I feel like doing anything else?
You feel as though the task has not been completed yet,
So I just pick it back up again?
and you still feel as though the task has not been completed yet.
It's a puzzle.
Rai like remembers how the dude prayed this morning. She doesn't remember the words, but she just pops on there again and she attempts to commune with the
He's
shrine. Yeah.
So she tries to pray to the shrine or whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
would you like to give me a half-hearted stab at Rai's prayer, or are you good?
Oh, fuck. Shit. I don't know. I feel like it would be more like frustrated mumblings that would just be like, it's getting ridiculous now. All right? Just help me out. What am I doing here? I don't understand. Help me out.
So saying that, you feel a grab on your shoulder, and
Okay.
you look up and you see it's that like broken dude standing next to you, and he's like, again in like in common, which is a little difficult to get things across in. He says, "Do you know what that is?"
I like shakes her head. No.
He nods and then he's like, "Come here," and gestures back over towards the paper.
Okay. Right follows him.
So you make your way back over to the paper, like where you guys were writing that stuff beforehand, and he like gestures to he starts writing on it, for you to read. Seeing so, excuse me. One of the things he says, one of the things he writes on there for you is, he titles it actually. It's called the Bathsheba's Stone of Misfortune. And Bathsheba, your character would know because you live in Faerun, and it's a common goddess, is so there's two sides of every coin, yes. If Tymora is one side, Bathsheba is the other side. She is the opposite god to Tymora. And then like a almost like you can see like quotations underneath it, like a colloquial title for it would be Thieves' Stone. And it says underneath that whoever is that picks up the stone, usually by doing acts of misdeeds, is cursed with misfortune that generally inevitably leads to death unless they're able to break the curse of the stone. Many misfortunes will befall those that have the stone, and to break the curse is something that only powerful clerics can do. The only way to be able to break the curse without being somebody who is very far along and deep into their faith, who has a very strong connection with their God, is to embrace the curses that the stones do by more or less putting your life into a life of chance, where like many things can go wrong and you just accept that and allow all the terrible things to happen. And that will weaken the magics of the stone as it continues to just exude bad opportunities in front of you. That'll make it weak enough that the curse can be broken. But it does say for the curse to be broken, it needs to be preyed upon by 3 of great faith. And so you need 3 people of great faith in a short period of time to pray over the stone to break it.
Well, I only know one of those, so fuck.
Well, you met Cassius, yes, and then you have standing before you is a priest of Tymora, and so he of course is willing to assist you.
Okay, so then so I've got to do a fetch quest, and then I've also got to do a second fetch quest where I fetch priests. Oh my!
It's like a ritual that you're creating, and you happen to have some ingredients of, and they happen to be people.
And then I have to convince Thonk to help me as the third person of faith.
Do note, Otto is also worshiping the god of tomorrow.
Great faith.
Isn't Otto a casual worshiper?
Yeah, he's like a casual
He's probably
scrum.
more casual. That's
Plus,
true.
I don't know if he wants to kill me. Just
Well, yeah. We have no idea if Otto still is like wants to murder folk.
Okay.
I don't know how. Like, I mean, your character is generally not a very religious person, but would you have categorized yourself, or would your character have ever spoken in the off scene? Because it's like you don't focus on every moment of your character's life. Would you ever mention Tymora, brought it up? Would you? I mean, Lady Luck, how much do you think?
You brought it up to Gromit before.
I did,
Yeah,
yeah.
when he was gambling.
like, when it's
That's true. I was gambling. There
I'm
was.
not gonna be sitting in the tavern going, "Have you heard of Our Lady Tamora?"
To be devout in faith doesn't mean you have to want to spread that faith, right? Like paladins don't spread faith; paladins spread purpose, whereas a cleric goes out and spreads faith. You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
And both of them are classes with that. So either way, your character you feel as though is more light. Do you feel as though he genuinely is devout to Tymora?
He's pretty lighthearted, I think, about it.
Okay. So then Rye, probably knowing that, knows that, well, Cassius probably makes 1. This guy probably makes 2. You're without a paddle, I might have to find 3.
Well, does it have to be the same? Does it have to be
Or
specifically
just
the type
trick Thonk
faith
into
of
coming.
Tymora? Or can it just be any faith?
So you probably ask this of the cleric, of the priest, just trying to be like, and he says, to break the curse of Bathsheba's stone, you would need those faithful to Tymora, or a powerful cleric otherwise.
Okay. She asks if he has any friends.
I run this temple. The only person I know here that happens to be truly faithful with the full of their heart is Cassius. And I do suggest you go and visit the mayor after this. Maybe he'll help you if you explain your plight. He tends to be a kind if rough.
Okay. She says, anyone else? And then passes the parchment back.
With that, he kind of like feels uncomfortable saying it, looks at the parchment, realizes he doesn't really want to write this down. It's one of those things where some things you don't say by text.
I
Yeah.
she takes the hint.
Yeah.
And she kind of just scribbles like, thank you for the help. I'll be back. And just like hands it to him and just like hustles out of the temple.
Okay. So you grab up the stone again, you walk out of the temple.
Yeah, like I roll up the list he gave me and I just kind of head out with the
Mind
intention
you-
of heading to the mayor's office.
With the intention of heading to the mayor's office. Gotcha. Now, mind you, you have not, this man did not pray over this one yet, but that's fine. You can always come back. You intend to anyways. So you roll up the list and you head straight to the mayor's
I
office.
thought it was like they had to do it all at the same time.
That is a way to interpret it. Absolutely. It's it all in a very short period of time. So that is a way to interpret it.
I don't know what. Yeah, I guess I don't know what short period of time. If it means like a day, I would have just get him to do it and then.
No. You interpret it the other way, which is fine, and you head straight to the mayor. So you go to Cassius. Go ahead.
All right, yeah, just tapping on the door.
Okay. After a much shorter period of time this time, and dressed very differently, and actually wearing like studded leather armor and stuff like that, and a sword strapped to the side, and blah blah blah. You actually see Cassius answers the door, opens it like with purpose, and he looks down and he's like, "Oh, you from earlier."
Me again? Hi.
I'm. Come in.
Right at this point, she was waiting to be invited in, so she just like follows him in.
Shuts the door. With that, he just got without like he gestures to the coat rack, but this time less like, okay, this is a helpless girl I need to assist because you told him stories about you being on the road and choosing not to fight, whatever. So he gestures to the coat rack in case you choose to take off your cloak, but just starts walking away from you this time down like the middle way and up a flight of stairs upstairs.
Rye actually does this time take off her cloak. It's like the first time in fucking 3 days that she's done it. She takes it off and she hangs it up.
Yep.
And she follows him.
One of the things that you notice, it is actually warmer in here this time. There actually are fires lit and whatnot. And
Yes.
you follow him upstairs and it goes over to what would be his office. Now, when I say it's his office, there's a desk there and whatnot. It is an office, but it's also very practical. Like you can actually tell just on your way up that the wall, so when the stairs go up and then they turn and then go up again, that wall that you have to like take a turn at has like two like openings in it. And it's kind of like a quick glance in it as you're walking by, because Rye's a curious person generally. You see that like there's crossbows mounted on the other side of it. And as you go upstairs, you see that there's like crossbows mounted on the railing, like aimed downward in case somebody were to ever come in here. You go into the upstairs and you can see that the floor and everything is just, you can feel that the whole layout is designed like if anybody's coming here and trying to pick a fight, they're going to go through a goddamn siege to get to me. You know what I mean? Like it feels very, like downstairs it felt a little warm and inviting. Up here it's like, oh shit, it's like a death trap. And you go across the way and he sits at his desk.
Okay. Rye's realizing that the sword marks on the door are like, no joke, it kind of makes sense now. And she just like, yeah, I guess she just, is there like a chair that she can slide into? Yeah, she just,
Any gestures to it?
yeah, she just pops herself down in the chair.
What is it now, young lady?
I was sent here by the priest of Timora.
Oh, yes. Gadrick.
Yeah. So I have a few problems. I was wondering if you could help. I'll pay, of course.
I'm not much of an errand boy. Usually I'm the one paying others to do tasks, which I had every intention of sending word out to find you, so I'm glad you came to me. But you first.
Okay.
Rye was like kind of like fiddling with her tail nervously. She puts it down and like produces the lump from the bag and plops it on the table in front of him without explanation. And she just kind of sees if he has any response.
Looks like a hunk of unrefined gold. Like it needs to be melted down in forms.
It does, doesn't it? That's what I thought.
It's a lot of gold. I mean,
Now
that's-
I'm cursed.
I'm sorry.
She relays the story that the priest wrote for her about the cursed stone.
Well, that explains why you're here.
So can you like kiss it or something? Help me out. How does it work?
I understand everything you just explained to me. I don't know exactly what this stone is. It seems as though the priest knows, Gadrick knows what this is, but
He said I need 3 people of devout faith to break the curse. He's
Well-
1, you're 2.
and you'd make 3.
I don't think I'd make 3.
We prayed to Timora together early. You were trying to trick me into assisting you earlier. And like his
No.
face kind of like falls a little bit at that.
No, just to clarify, the stone drew me to the shrine, and then I didn't. It was an awkward situation, so I decided to pray with you.
So it's the curse of misfortune that has led you to try to deceive me and has soured our otherwise pleasant relationship. Is that what you're
Like-
telling me?
Yeah, it's just following me around. It's ruining my relationships with everyone. The only way to fix it, really, is if you help.
You could just be a terrible person.
I have my moments.
When you actually have that response, he softens a bit when you give that response. Like you're not trying to come off as innocent. You know what I mean? And so he's like, and he gets contemplative for a little bit. Like he really is trying to weigh between, are you just a terrible person, or is this stone actually leading him to, like, am I being fucked with right now? Is kind of like what he's analyzing. And you can kind of see him thinking through that, but like giving him his minute, he finally says, okay, I am devout to Timora, clearly. Are you saying that 3 people need to gather in one spot and pray over it? I haven't visited the temple in some time, and it would be an honor to do so. Or if you needed something more private, my temple here, 3 people can pray at comfortably, and I have not had Gadrick over for some time. Then, assuming you're not, assuming things don't seem to be out of place, I'd be willing to assist you when you find that 3rd person.
You don't know anyone?
I don't go around questioning people's faith. You ask questions like that in a city like this, you may not be happy with what you find.
I'm not
It's
very
one-
happy anyway. I'm cursed. I don't know if you know that, Mr. Mayor.
She picks the lump up and puts it back in her bag.
Listen, you get too deep into what it is that people worship. I got word this morning from one of my guards. A report came in talking about a half-orc that walked in with no shirt, showing off, brandishing a symbol of Grumsh on his chest. Yeah, that's not foreboding.
I mean, awkward moment, but he's with me, so
Wait, you know that orc?
yeah, he's nice. Don't worry.
I swear to God, if you send guards after me, I'm not gonna be happy.
He's nice. Actually, kind of segues onto issue number 2. One of my friends is enchanted, and I need all of this
And she rolls the scroll and kind of slides it.
to apparently save him.
He kind of like looks at the scroll and gets around like it's like this sounds like an errand boy thing, but then like
She
reaches
kind of shrugs and she's like,
Misfortune, am I right?
he does actually read the whole thing, and at the end of it he's like, it looks awful and I don't have any of these. Are you asking for merchants where you can find them?
It would help.
Okay. As I said, I was looking for you. I will make an exchange. I will contact or send contact to the appropriate merchants for all of these items and have them put together for you so you can easily collect them. However, I need you to do something for me first.
Okay.
You said you saw some Yeti on the road.
Hill giants, yes.
Oh, giants on the road. Okay.
Wait, why do I feel like this is going to be bad for me?
You said you chose not to engage in them. You are someone that stumbles across powerful magics, whether fortunate or ill-begotten. And I think that you maybe, and your companions as well, may be able to assist me in what it is I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find a lair. I'm really trying to find a lair. I need someone to scout it out for me. Now, when you find it, you don't need to go in and fight. I just need somebody to go in and find its location so I can gather together a group of people that are willing to clear it out. A good old-fashioned raid.
Okay. Is this the hill giant's lair?
Yes. You see, the thing is, if it's just hill giants, I'm not that concerned. And so if you go and you find the hill giants, you look for their lair, we can always kill the hill giants or scare them off or whatever it is we need to do. Make sure that this winter, when it finally sets in, and the days are counting before the southern pass is sealed. So if we're able to make sure this is done before winter sets in, then I can guarantee safety for my citizens.
Resistance. Fucking pain in my ass.
Don't be a douche.
I'll do it.
No, I have a plan. I have a plan.
Of course.
I'll do it.
So you'll go and you and your companions will go and scout out this lair. Your best bet is to go back to exactly where you've seen them last and follow tracks from there. You can handle that.
I can. My companions are enchanted and trying to kill me. So I don't know how we want to work around that. Maybe you want to give me the potion first, and then I'll cure them, and then we'll go.
You seems like an innocent and kind person before, but you cursed tried to deceive me into fixing a problem for you while snooping around my mansion here, and then you walked into the city with
All right, fine.
nice-
Don't hold a grudge.
He just kind of like gets up and moseys out of the room.
I will have them waiting for you when you return.
Thank you.
All right. I've got a plan.
Hold on, you don't even know what the stuff is yet. Do you go back to Thunk?
Yes.
Do you
Thunk?
explain everything to Thunk?
Wait, before he comes back to Thunk, Thunk's gonna take care of this curse on his own.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because we know that the curse isn't like spread and like it's a kiss and now they both have it. It's a kiss and it moves on to somebody else.
Oh God, this is gonna be
Oh no.
So fucking,
stuff. Oh God.
I go back at like after like minutes pass and I'm like, this is fucking infuriating, and I'm waiting and we don't know what's going on. I go back into the bar where Grommen and Otto are.
And Grauman's like singing a song with along with.
Maggie, I thought after last week you had a conversation with Mathis about how no means no. I thought you had that conversation.
Edge of consent.
you-
Edge of consent. Here we go.
Yeah, it was Edge of Consent.
Thonk goes
there was
up.
discussion.
Thonk goes up to Grommen.
Scott,
his-
you aren't the one to talk because you also said you wish you would have kissed Grauman.
And like,
What?
he-
I
he-
just have to so bad. I set the story. You guys play it out, okay? I just dollhouse.
I stay a decent distance from Grommen, not like a decent enough where I have time to move if I need to.
Okay.
And,
so if Ramen like tries to hug you, you can be like, no, thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when
No thanks.
somebody says no, it means no. Yes.
Correct.
And of course, Grauman goes in for the hug.
Of course.
But it's a no means no situation.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Grommen, do you still wish to spread the joy of your lover?
Yes.
I gesture to the
Everyone.
closest person to Grommen, whether it
Okay.
be a bar wench or somebody sitting at a table, whoever, as long as they're smaller and weaker than Grommen. And I say, that particular person wishes nothing more than to share in that joy. Share it with them.
Gromit gets really excited and kind of goes over to that person and like sits next to them and starts talking to them.
Okay. They are intimidated by this huge half orc that sits down and randomly starts talking to them, and are in a timid way engaging with you in conversation about whatever the hell it is you're talking about. And even if it's something they're not interested in, they're kind of like, because you're scary as hell. And Gromit is completely unawares of the fact that they are not, like, if you're like, so do you want to meet my lover?
Yeah, he's just like really into it and like, talking about her and talking about how beautiful she is.
I mean, not to get too weird here, but it almost sounds like one of those scenarios where you're like, so you, me, her, yeah,
Oh no, that's totally how it's coming across.
yes, and they're kind of like, like one of those like trying to say no, but at the same time trying not to offend, like don't want the Wookiee to rip the arms off, sort of a thing. So kind of like no, thank you, but she sounds amazing. She sounds great, and I hope you have a good time.
And seeing that this conversation is happening, I'm gonna walk by and like lean into Gromit on like the side that the person's not.
Scully.
Sure. And I'm just gonna be like, kiss him.
Yep, exactly, Scully.
Yep.
Oh no.
Good girl. Shut
Oh,
up.
no.
Oh,
All right.
my God. What's this coming from?
Gromit hears that, but he doesn't know where it's coming from. And he assumes it's from her, and he just grabs this guy's face and just like gives him a big old smooch.
Now I'm positioning myself behind this gentleman.
Of course. Now, Maggie, Gromit does go through the motions of kissing this person. However, Gromit doesn't feel the compulsion to give his love to this person because it'll make her happier.
That's true.
He doesn't feel that compulsion. So he grabs this poor guy and just goes, just starts like kissing. I assume just like, meh. And then,
there's tongue. It's everything.
What was that?
I said, oh yeah, there's tongue and everything.
Oh, why did it get worse? Why'd you have to? So, anyways, we'll just finish it with a.
Gromit has needs, man.
Oh, Gromit got needs. So, and Gromit finishes kissing the guy, and Thonk is standing behind him.
Does Gromit still seem obscenely happy?
Gromit just kissed a dude that loves his woman.
Ugh.
Of course
God,
he
so it didn't work, is what you're saying.
And this dude is like, I need to tell. Like, he's like, okay, buddy, okay. And he starts like reaching around and kind of like, clearly he's not somebody who's practicing combat. So he's like reaching down, trying to find where his dagger is, and goes and pulls out his dagger, like, all right, let go. Let go.
Grommit's like, he's like smiling. He's like, I just want us to be together. All of us, everyone.
Does Gromit let go?
Oh, you muted, Maggie.
Grommit's not holding on to him anymore. Grommit's he's done. He was just. I don't know what the last thing you heard me say was.
Yeah, I heard you say everyone.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
as you say everyone with that crazy look in your eye and that overly happy smile, he's kind of like, I'm done. And he just backs off a couple steps with the dagger out, sees Thonk behind him, like dagger pointing between the two of you for a moment, and kind of like turns and leaves the bar.
This poor guy.
What's happening, including Otto. And Otto, what's your reaction to that horror? You kind of are getting a little bit of fuzzy memory of Thonk doing something similar to you.
Oh,
Am I playing the piano still?
Yeah, you probably were. You are still.
Oh, I had every intention of still sitting on that bench all day.
No, I meant like dink, dink, dink.
Yeah, a little bit like that. I get up, just sort of walk over to Gromit and Thonk. What are you doing?
He's like, BRB, I need a little break, a water break, you know.
I just look over and be like, trying to fix our goddamn problem.
What problem?
Yeah,
He-
Grumman smiles. He's like, yeah, what problem?
I don't see a problem.
No, of course you don't, Otto. Of course you don't. No, you both don't. I'll be outside. You just keep playing your fucking music, and I just go outside. God damn it! All right, I got a plan B. Don't worry. I just need to wait for Rye.
And Rye shows up.
Thank you.
This whole time has been like, oh
So
my
Rye,
God.
you show up. I'm standing outside. I'm like tapping my foot. I look irritated. I like, do you have a solution?
Yes.
What is it?
Right, hands in the list.
I open it. It's like a list of shit.
That's a potion that will help break the curse.
So the common theme that you see in the potion is that everything in there is like old and rotted and nasty stuff. And Rye can explain why that is or whatever, but that's what you're getting out of
Does
it.
it look difficult to attain?
Actually, almost everything on there is like buy the stuff cheap and let it sit in your cabinet until
Here's
it
the
rots.
great part. If we go do like a little job, then someone's gonna make it for us.
Do a job with Grumman and Otto who want to kill you.
Yeah,
Who? He takes a minute, composes himself.
I tried.
Who
Out of
give?
character, just remember we have a scroll of disguise self.
How long does that last?
I don't know. Also, can't Sam go invisible or something? Or Rye?
We're doing a scouting mission.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm trying to figure out.
1 hour disguise self lasts in 5th edition.
Yeah.
That's not long. That's
I think
not
you
going to be enough for the raid.
It's more
Well,
of
you
like
know,
if he has to come out
It's
of
long enough for
invisibility.
me to invisibility up there for an hour, disguise self for an hour, come back invisible for an hour. I get like 3 hours of they won't know who I am.
Okay.
So Rye's like,
All we have to do is find the lair of the hill giants north of town. I'll
And
go
if-
invisible. You take them. You're
We
done.
we need to go find it and report back where it is.
That's it.
Why the fuck would all 4 of us go then? Why don't we just send you alone?
I don't want to go alone.
Oh my god.
It's scary.
All right. Grumman is still enchanted.
That's precious.
I don't know if Otto is yet. I poke my head into the bar. Otto,
Yeah.
come out here.
All right.
Grumman, stay where you are. Otto comes
Grumman's
out.
like, what?
Otto comes out.
Otto comes out. Yeah.
There's Rye. I say, "You see Rye?
Hey, Rye.
Do you want to? Do you want to kill her?
What?
Okay. Thank fucking God." I like. He just like a huge sigh of relief.
Rye, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, great. We found a bar. There's a piano. It's kind of shitty, but I fixed it. You want to hear?
Oh, nice. Can't just yet. I will
Why?
though.
What are you guys
Otto.
doing out here?
Otto.
So hold on, Thunk. Before you continue on, one of the things you guys do know is once again that loot that Otto just has. That's friggin' amazing. That loot is also has an invisibility spell on it as well, so it does extend your whatever trickery.
Perfect. Because here's what Donk is about to fucking suggest. Otto and Rye, you two are gonna go on that mission. I'm gonna babysit Grumman.
Mission? Ooh, we got a mission?
Yeah, you wanna come?
Yeah. What are we doing?
Scouting.
Oh. Okay.
Otto, Grumman is under an enchantment spell. If Grumman sees Rye, Grumman will attempt to kill Rye. In order to get
All of a
that,
sudden, it all comes fucking rushing back to Otto. This big wave, this like truck just hit him in the head. Like, what? Yeah. Oh, shit. The thing.
oh, like all like just the recognition in your eyes, and I look at you like, are you fucking kidding me?
The fit. We gotta. Oh God.
Yeah, you tried to stab me. You did.
I
stab
know.
me.
They did. I'm sorry.
Rye like shows the scar.
Well, Rye almost killed you. Just I don't know if you remember in that.
Oh God. You blew me up.
Such a flash.
Yeah, but I didn't mean to.
I mean, I guess I don't blame you. Oh, I'm sorry. We gotta save Grumman.
Yeah, but if we do this mission, we can save him.
Oh. Okay. What do we need to do?
You two are gonna go on a scouting mission, and I walk into the bar and I just leave. Like, I'm fed up. I just walk into the bar and I leave you two alone.
When you come into the bar, Grommen is like sitting next to another person and trying to make out with them now.
What? Awesome. Perfect.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna enjoy the chaos that the next day is gonna bring.
Oh, Maggie.
No,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Oh god. Okay. Okay.
Good. No, I'm so glad. That is awesome.
All right.
You know, while I try to digest that, I'm gonna say, why don't we take our next break?
And the
Because
Otto and Rai mission will
Grommen
take
has
place.
needs.
Yes,
Oh.
Grommen has needs. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back in an hour for our last round. We'll be back in a few minutes for our final hour. We'll see you in a bit.